everyone. Today is Sunday, September the 12th, 2021. My name is Shelly, and this is my channel Proverbs 31:22, where I share about my stitching life, cross stitch and quilting. I hadn't planned on doing a video today, but the frog is coming to visit, and so I kind of wanted to share what I have to do about that and what it's gonna, like how far I had gotten along basically. So we are planning to go hiking today. My older daughter, Kimberly, her birthday was Thursday, and she decided that she wanted to go hiking today and get supper in Tennessee. So we're doing that, even though we did, like at the last minute, I was feeling okay Thursday, and so I decided to cook and have everybody over and, cake and all that stuff and presents. So we just get a little bonus birthday celebration today. Hopefully I'll be able to, do okay with hiking. I'm not really in the best physical condition for that, but it is down to a waterfall, so hopefully I'll be okay and can make it. So I used to do, hiking when we first moved up here and stuff, but so anyway, the last part of the week was kind of rough for me emotionally. I went to the doctor on Tuesday, and I did tack that information onto my last video. Then Wednesday, I was, just sort of still digesting, absorbing. And then Thursday was my daughter's birthday. Apologize, my husband's here today, so, and he's had, can't get rid of that cough, so my grandsons are also here. But anyway, Thursday I was busy cooking and, cooking and baking and all that kind of stuff, and so, I didn't really have time to really think about anything. And then I did spend some time, though, Thursday, pulling pictures of my daughter when she was a baby, and I don't know, it just got me really down. And then the next day is really, even worse. It's like I just really miss my mom, really need her right now, and so the last couple of days were kind of rough, but the grandsons are here, and so that always, brings a little bit of joy to the house, right? So today I have just one piece of haul. I have an FFO, I have an FO, and then I have that whip that is going to be frogged, partially frogged. I do have some shout outs as well. So let's start out with the FFO, because today is the day after September 11th, the 20th anniversary of that very sad, horrendous attack on our country, and just thinking about all the lives that were lost and all the people that were left behind to deal with that. And so I wasn't planning on doing anything stitching wise, and then I started seeing the hashtag remember 9/11 Sal, and I was like, I really would like to do something. And so yesterday during the day, I spent all day stitching on this and FFOing it. So it is a free pattern from the Drawn Thread, and this is the pattern. So for some reason, like I downloaded this yesterday morning, and then when I went back later to, I don't remember what my reasoning was for going back there to find it again, but I couldn't find it. Like, it's gone off of their freebie page. So anyway, it was up yesterday. If you can't find it on their website, I don't know, take a screenshot, and, it's not real difficult to do it. So I did change the wording on it, and I did change the font. And so I used a font from one of my magazines, the Cross Stitcher magazine, the Samplers edition. It had some really pretty fonts in it. Not pretty, but just some basic backstitch fonts. And so I used that instead. But instead of the Remember Me, I decided to put Never Forget. Sorry, it's kind of getting blown out a little bit. I don't know if this will help or not, but. And then at the bottom, and she had September 11th, 2001 on it. And because I used a different font that was a little bit bigger, I had to just, tweak it a little bit. But I like that. I like that September 11th. I didn't stitch the white. I just let the fabric stand in for the white. The blue is a Victorian motto, and the red is as well. Just colors that I had in my stash. And then I just finished it with these two ribbons and then some white on white star fabric that I had. I think it's a little bit too long. I wish I'd made this a little shorter. I wish I'd done a lot of things differently with it, but it is what it is. So, and then I did pom-pom trim because basically I'm terrible at sewing the opening, that you leave to turn it. I'm terrible. It looks horrible. And so, anyway, I'm glad to, have done that and spent the day just sort of reflecting on it and, thinking about it all day because I was working on this just to remember. So, that's the FFO. And then the FO is the letter E from the EMABC cell. This was almost, well, not almost. I had a little bit left to do when you saw this last, but I did get it finished. And I really don't know if I would be able to do it in 2 full days without stitching on something else. Because this past week I stitched on this and my Shabby Advent on Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday I finished this. So I'm not sure if I could do it in 2 days. I possibly could, but I'm not positive. But this is my finish. So the tree trunk right here is where the English stitch is. I don't think the diagrams they're not really the best, I would say. And I couldn't find anything online about this stitch at all. Usually I can go to like a needlepoint site or a embroidery site and find something. I couldn't find anything on the English stitch. I don't know if it's called something else, but anyway, I finally figured it out and got it done. So, and I think it looks really cool. I think it makes the palm tree look like, the palm tree trunk. So, when I did the little elephants, the color that I used for the darker part on the ears, I didn't think it stood out quite enough. So I just went ahead and backstitched it with, I think I backstitched it with $37.99. That's like one of my favorite kind of dark grays. And so I did go back on the border and put these little X's right here in the purple. And then I also did the outline in the purple. And then the letters, I had said they were all going to be in the pink, but I forgot that teal that I picked, the really tealy. I did the that one. They always have one that's in a different color, one set of letters. And so I chose that to do it. And this is 28 count Monaco, using my own fancy floss conversion. 2 strands over 2 threads. And on the Remember Me piece, that is also on, no it's not, it's on 25 count Cloud Lugana from Lori Holt. Okay, so my whip. So after I got done with the EMABC, I started working on Elizabeth Weston. And this is my this is my big old project, my BAP, if you want to call it that, big ass project, um, that I'm trying to get a page finish on every month. So before I went to this type of rotation that I'm doing now, I basically stitched on this every day. But now that I'm doing just a rotation and working on one thing for the 3 hours that I stitch every day, I'm allotting 6 days to stitch this. So I'm working up here in the corner, and I did finally turn the corner. I was so excited, but maybe I shouldn't have got quite so excited, because when I got down in here, I made 2 mistakes, and so I'm having a frog. I probably could have made it work, but I really didn't want a chance. I didn't want a chance, getting to the bottom of that big old border and then have it be wrong. So I'm going to pin it to the board, and then I'll pull it off and show you all of it. It's really big. I might have to get like a full, foam core board and just put, it across there. But anyway. So, sorry. Let me get this better. Let me get it all situated. Okay. So, I think I have some stuff off in this area as well, but that's not, that's easy to tweak it, fudge it to get it to fit. Just do one less row of stitches, or leave less space in between things. But when I got down here, I realized like this little row right here, that's the start of another flower. It's supposed to be like in line with up here, and it was in line with way down here. So it's like something is off. And so I went back up and counted all the way around. And so this area right here is supposed to have 12 stitches, and it only has 11. And then down here, it's supposed to have 4, I think, and I only have 3. Or it's supposed to have 3, and I only have 2. So I started frogging, and I'm just gonna, I don't know how far back I'm gonna go. I tried to like pull out the end of the thread, and that didn't really work. So hopefully once I get sort of, up in here, I can just find the ends and then just unstitch it so that I don't have to rip and just keep ripping. Because each little row in this, there's 3 different colors in this border, this vine, and they're not, they don't end on the same, I don't know, my threads are not cut the same length or whatever, but, so I'm going to have to rip all of this out. I can leave this and this, but this is all going to have to come out, and then the vine up until, right in here. So I basically wanted to do a video so I could show you guys what I'm going to have to undo. So I've gotten quite a lot of stitches on this the last few days. I didn't stitch on it a whole lot yesterday. I just stitched on it in the evening, but Saturday I stitched on it all day long. And so this is where I am overall. So yeah, when I made that corner over here, I was pretty excited. It's like, yay, I made it all the way to the edge and it fits. It's a little, could have went a little bit further over, but. So, oh, sorry. Let me just give you real quick. So I stitched so far this month on Elizabeth Weston 1,246 stitches. So I had 573 day before yesterday. And then in between all of my projects for the month of September so far, And I haven't counted what I did today on Elizabeth Weston yet, but I have 4,118 stitches. So I think it's just kind of cool to just know how many stitches you did. So the haul that I got in was the next installment of the Little Messengers handwork series, and it's the Mockingbird's Message Pin Keep. Isn't it so cute? I love the colors in this one. And then this is the finishing fabric. These are the threads, and then this is the little charm. So let's see. I did have a couple of shout outs. The Virginia Stitcher, her name is Vicky. She has I think she's pretty far along on her FlossTubes, like maybe 11. I've watched a few new ones, so I know one that I watched, and I'm sorry I didn't write those down, so I can't shout them out, but I will next time. She only had like 4, and so it'd be easy to kind of go back and catch up. But, and it may end up that Vicky's the one that had 4. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, she is just lovely, and she has really pretty projects. She stitches a lot on Ada. So Rachel Q, you had asked a while back about FlossTubers that stitch. She doesn't exclusively stitch on Ada, but everything she showed whip-wise the other day, I want to say was all on Ada. She did have a couple of pieces of even weave for future projects, but everything she showed that day was all on Ada. So I would say she stitches probably 90%, 95% on Ada. So again, Virginia Stitcher, her name is Vicky. And I want to say that it was on her video that she showed a Twin Peaks primitive pattern. I've never stitched one of their patterns. I've never really wanted to stitch one of their patterns. They're not really my style. But she showed one called One Nation Under God. And I went to 1, 2, 3 Stitch and put that in my my wish list. So let me see if I can. I'm going to try not to do any, like not add any pictures or anything. So I'm going to just try to go and find it real quick. Okay, there we go. And 1, 2, 3 Stitch doesn't have the most fantastic photos, but this is the photo of it. And I don't know what it is about it. I mean, I love the White House on it. I love the border at the bottom with those hearts. I love the flowers and the eagle at the top. I mean, I just really love everything about it. So once I get that, I'll be stitching my first Twin Peaks primitive. So maybe I'll save it for next cross stitch camp. I don't know if we'll have that same challenge again, but so that's all I've got for you guys today. I don't know when I'll be back with a video. I stitched on Elizabeth Weston through Tuesday, I want to say. I may have to tweak my plans a little bit since I'm having a frog. Thankfully, I'm not having to frog a whole lot, but that is going to, take time to frog and then restitch to get that page finished. So I still have to, let's see if I can determine, like, I want to say like maybe down to here is the page, somewhere in there. And so, I might have to take one of my little, take a day away from one of my other projects later in the month. Because this is the one that, absolutely, if at all possible, I have to have a page finish every month. Because I definitely want to finish this before I'm gone from the earth, it's going to take a while. So anyway, whenever I have a little bit more progress on that, I'll probably come back on and do a video. All right, guys, I love y'all, and I hope you have a great Sunday and a good week. Bye.